top 5 guitar player to ever play the guitar. Pretty much any guitar god will say that about him.
He's such a great musician. He's all about rhythm. After jamming with him, definitely made me want to step up as a rhythm player.
He experimented with sounds first that I'm pretty sure no one else was doing at the time. He took a chance. He was fearless.
He produced every album pretty much that he ever did. He wrote everything that he ever did.
I had the opportunity of performing with Prince a couple of times, and that's amazing.
It was this wonderful moment where we were in the recording booth and it was just Mike with all these scarves and it was so plush and I was like, this is like Prince's Mike. Can I get some essence?
Michael Jackson said, I can't go to sleep at night. I have to stay up for days straight because if I don't make this music, God will give my songs to Prince.
One word to describe Prince, revolutionary.
My name is Prince, and I am funky. He was just righteous and ratchet at the same damn time.
He was trained on the piano. He played every instrument.
It was so inspiring working with Prince. He's just so multi-talented in every way.
I think when people think about Prince, they do think about the boundaries that he pushed or the envelopes that he pushed in terms of his lyrical content.
If I was going to talk about people who I think are influenced by Prince, well, one, I think everyone is. Like, that's it. I think it's pretty much impossible to not be influenced by Prince.
Prince himself is an archive that people are drawing from, and you can look around and see elements of Prince's influence in people like Bruno Mars.
If there were a biopic on Prince, I would choose Bruno Mars to do it. He can move, he is small in stature.
What y'all trying to do?
Prince influenced artists like Miguel,
Andre 3000,
The Weeknd,
Alicia Keys.
Probably most visible in a D'Angelo.
Pharrell. Definitely in his sound and his production.
I feel like we see it with Beyonce. She just came out with a dope-ass, crazy, musical, visual album. She studied Prince, she loved Prince, and they had conversations and kind of built together. Hey. Young Thug.
Good times, there's gonna be some good times.
You know what I'm saying? My man was running around wearing dresses and tights and this, that, and the third. And in hip-hop, that's like, no. You don't do that.
Of course, Janelle MONAE, she got a Prince feature. You know, who's on your album? Prince.
And he invited me over to his place with my band, and we had this jam session. We stayed up to about 7 in the morning, just talking, jamming. You know, he was on the guitar. I was singing. It was a crazy night. I'm still pinching myself.
Prince was someone who made music that empowered women, who made music that reflected kind of multiple gender points of view.
If you listen to the sounds that he was experimenting with back then, we wouldn't even feel comfortable stepping into other genres if it weren't for someone like Prince.
During that time period, people are figuring out how to use synthesizers. People are figuring out how to use drum machines. People coming from that old guard who were just strictly committed to live instrumentation, they might have found crossing over difficult, whereas he was born at a perfect time where that was just like natural to the sound. Felt like he was brilliant, and his ear and his dexterity as a producer allowed him to do that.
The new king in town.
One of the things Prince was a pioneer in my opinion, was mixing genres and mixing sounds from different genres and bringing them all together in something that was uniquely Prince, but you could still pick apart, this came from a rock sound, this came from a jazz sound, this came from a soul sound, and making it his own.
When Prince, I think, kind of came to broad attention in terms of his lyrics, it was over a controversy over his explicit lyrics.
Prince put out this song called Darling Nikki. It was on the Purple Rain soundtrack, and it was about masturbation.
In 1985, Tipper Gore, she led a series of hearings over explicit lyrics in music, and they had compiled a list of songs they called the Filthy 15. And at the top of that list was Darling Nikki, which Prince wrote, which was in his album Purple Rain. And the second song on that list of the Filthy 15 was Sugar Walls, which Prince wrote for Sheena Easton and was about a woman's vagina.
Tipper Gore's daughter was listening to the song. Tipper was outraged, and it inspired her to start encouraging record labels to put explicit content labels on albums.
We kind of have Prince to thank for that.
When I actually did the recording when Dubs Cry, he put out a press statement saying that he was like sick of people covering his music.
He fought his whole life to keep his music off of streaming services, and as soon as he passes away, they're like, oh, boom, right on Spotify.